Hey, it's Mark Barrett, and thanks for stopping by to check out my video here. I've had the good fortune to be involved in the network marketing industry for many years, and so as a result, I'm often asked by people to take a look at their deals, the things they're doing, which of course, their mission is to try to recruit me into the business. That's the way it works, right? We all do that. And so I had the opportunity to do a blog review on a company, actually a fairly new company that just launched a few weeks ago, actually. Pretty impressive thing. And so I guess the question of the hour that I want to address with this blog review, it's about a company called Empower Network. So is it possible that Empower Network is, let's say, the next big thing on the internet? Well, maybe and maybe not. So I guess before I go on to answer that burning question, I guess I should digress here a little bit and give you a quick overview of what Empower Network actually is and actually what it is not. Empower Network is actually the brainchild of a couple of internet marketers, David Wood and David Sharp, who, let's say, set off in search of a different and unique business model, and they ended up with combining aspects of affiliate marketing, a major product launch, greed, fear of loss, and a quasi-MLM type commission structure that employs multiple levels within its structure and then passes income upline using a comp plan variation that's borrowed from direct sales models known as a passive system. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Confused yet? Well, there's more. And by the way, Empower Network, what are they actually selling? It's a little confusing to people, I think, sometimes initially look at this particular company. There actually is a product there, but you have to look a little bit beneath the surface, right? Some people look at it and they think, wow, this is just another variation of a pyramid money transfer system. Wow, can't even believe I said that. Wash my mouth out, I tell you what. Look, I'm not an MLM hater. I've been in the MLM industry for over 25 years, and I've been a seven-figure earner in that industry for many years, and I love it. I love network marketing. But there's also kind of what I would like to refer to as the dark underbelly of pure scam that hovers just on the edge of the home-based business industry. I'm sure you've seen it. And there are always people who find some unique way to push the envelope with some new product or business model, and it kind of leaves you scratching your head sometimes trying to decide what side of the fence this new gangbuster deal actually falls on, right? Pure pyramid scam, or is it actually a legitimate deal? And that's kind of where I was when I looked at Empower Network. On its surface, Empower Network is, well, it looks like a pure money deal. And like it or not, money deals attract people. I mean, we're all in business to make money, right? Then there is this wave effect that occurs in internet marketing in particular, where some new program or new great thing hits the marketplace and the early adopters all jump on board. And then just because a lot of people are joining it, other people join it just so they're not left behind. And everybody's thought is, wow, everybody's doing it, I better get on board. But is there actually more to Empower Network than just a shell that allows you to make money by enrolling others who enroll others and who enroll others and then sit back at the beach and watch while that automated passive system deposits money to your merchant account? Well, sort of. Well, let's talk about it. What is the Empower Network system? Let me break it down for you in a form that's easy to understand. However, it still may be hard to actually categorize Empower Network because it's an entirely new business model. It's not MLM. It's not really affiliate marketing. So, Empower Network is actually an affiliate product launch that has at its core three basic products. The core product itself is a self-replicating WordPress blog that's already optimized for search engine optimization so that when you write blog posts, the search engines have a better chance of finding your content and, of course, ranking you higher on Google than the other search engine or than the other blog posts that are out there, right, for a particular keyword, right? And that's a good thing. Now, optimizing a WordPress blog for search engine optimization, it's not that hard if you know what you're doing, but for those who don't, Empower Network shortcuts the technology, the learning curve, and it does it pretty dramatically, so this is actually a good thing. Now, this part of the program is going to cost you a basic membership fee of $25 a month. Now, the next Empower Network product is actually an online training system called the Inner Circle that contains a bunch of recorded trainings that are done by, at least initially, by David Sharp and David Wood, covering subjects like down and dirty marketing secrets, hypnotic selling secrets, how to close 95% of your prospects, and other online success trainings. Now, this part of the program is going to cost you $100 per month on top of your $25 that you're already paying. So, is the Inner Circle actually worth what you pay for it? Well, let's put it in perspective. You should keep in mind that the guys who put it together, David Wood and David Sharp, are both very accomplished internet marketers. Now, David Wood in particular even though my competitive nature makes it hard to admit, is probably one of the most talented marketers working online today. That's just what he is. Also, I believe that the intent of the Empower Network founders is to keep adding to this online library by sharing the success strategies of other successful members using the system, so the curriculum should actually grow into a pretty large body of material. Now, the next product in the system is what they refer to as the Costa Rica Intensive Training. Now, this is actually a high-def recording of a live 2-day training intensive that Dave Wood did recently, actually in Costa Rica, where about a dozen people actually paid, I think, $3,000 each to get training from David Wood on how to create that same type of, magic in the market as he does. So the Empower Network product, this one's going to cost you a one-time payment of $500. Now, let's talk about the compensation plan. Now, all major product launches in the world of internet marketing share, well, pretty much the same characteristics. They're all kind of how-to info products or trainings where the promoter is basically telling you, hey, I made millions online using this system or approach, and if you pay me, I'll show you exactly how I did it. Now, the idea here, of course, is that if you buy the training and study the material, you can do the same thing they do, and of course, hopefully have that same financial success. Now, this is a valid market, and it's been done in business for forever, right? Before the internet was ever around. And people will, in fact, pay big money for key information, especially if they see it as a missing link to their financial success, or they just don't want to go out there and figure it out themselves. They want a how-to step-by-step approach. Now, personally, I've never had a problem paying for training, specific business models, or coaching. I mean, good grief, in my last conventional business I put together, I paid over $35,000 license fee for a 3-day training intensive on how to set up a successful banking service company. Now, the online marketing world has kind of caught on to this model, and there are lots of people out there selling training products. I mean, I do it myself. And the stakes are much higher with the internet mixed in. I mean, let's face it, there are probably 1.8 billion people online today. And if you can tap even the smallest fraction of that traffic and provide a product that they want, you can make millions with just your laptop. It's a pretty exciting business model. Today, there are talented marketers who have done just that. And they turn around, package the system into a training, and then sell it in a mass market way, generating additional millions in profit. So is David Wood in the same league as the guys that are doing that type of training and marketing online? Good question. If he's not, he's probably pretty close. However, his Empower Network training is not a specific approach. Most of the other people that market their products online, that sell these launch products, it's a specific approach targeted to a specific market. The Empower Network stuff is more of a money-making system wrapped around some general core training products that can teach you general online marketing success principles. So let's dive a little deeper into the comp plan. Now, this is actually what's attracting all the attention, because when you enroll as an Empower Network member, you get a replicated sales site, right? Presentation sales funnel that you can send your prospects to, and they can opt in and take a tour. So when they take the tour and listen to David Wood and David Sharp's presentation, they're offered the chance to buy the monthly membership for the blogging platform at $25 a month, okay? And that's what they're offered first. Now, if they purchase that, then what happens is the next step is, while they're still in the sales funnel, there's an upsell process that begins, and they're offered the opportunity to buy the next level, which is the Inner Circle training for $100 a month. Now, if they purchase that, then at that point, while they're still in the funnel, there's another upsell that offers them the Costa Rica Training Intensive for a one-time fee of $500. Now, the profit potential on Empower Network system is actually pretty amazing, since for every qualified member that buys into your system, you could be making $125 a month in recurring commissions and a nice $500 one-time bonus if they go for the Costa Rica Intensive. Now, the presentation constantly stresses the fact that you'll be receiving 100% commissions on all your sales. But as the upsell makes it really clear, to receive commissions on your $25 orders, you of course have to be active at the $25 membership level. If you don't buy it, you don't get the commissions for other people, right? There's no free ride. If you want to receive the $100 recurring commissions, then you also have to be active at that level. Or if you're active at 25 and somebody buys the $100 product from you, that's going to roll up to your sponsor and they make the money. Same goes for that $500 product. So the first sales presentation appeals to your money-making side by offering you 100% commission. Okay. Let's just call it greed, okay? Then the fear of loss kicks in when you realize that if you don't upgrade to the higher levels, you're going to miss the boat on those commissions. Now let's talk about the leverage component. Now, there's another huge greed kicker here, since when you enroll people into your system and they bring customers in that also buy the system, every second, fourth, and sixth member that they enroll, and then every fifth one after that, ends up passing up to you, and you get the 100% commissions on those sales also. Now, this pass up keeps going, since the person that you passed up will in turn pass up their second, fourth, and sixth sale, etc. Now, this pass up structure actually goes down to infinity. So the income potential is pretty huge if you sponsor a lot of people and they do the same. So just to clarify, this isn't network marketing. Within network marketing, if somebody's downline from you, you have the ability to tap a percentage on everybody. Pass-up systems only allow you to tap a commission based on specific people who enter the business. But this pass-up structure, especially done this way, is pretty interesting. So if you sponsor a bunch of people that sponsor a bunch of people, yeah. So in effect, you kind of get that leverage of an MLM-style comp plan with an affiliate info product. So yeah, it's kind of a wow deal, actually. Now, of course, if you've ever sat through an MLM presentation before and watched a sales pro draw those circles on the board, right, and run that famous arithmetic progression, right? So if you get 2 and they get 2 and so on, you actually magically have 3,125 people in your group in just a few months. Yeah, that's if your team members actually sponsor other people and so on, right? Yeah, I mean, the potential with multi-level comp plans is staggering, of course, which is what draws so many opportunity seekers into the industry every year. But of course, in practice, things don't necessarily work out exactly the same way as they do in theory. So, and this is the same hypnotic power that Empower Network Comp Plan has. So, let's get to the point. Is this a thumbs up deal or a thumbs down deal? Well, I have to say there are things I like about it and things I don't like about it. Let me tell you what I don't like, first of all. I don't like the Empower Network introduction video presentation very much. I mean, I see many online marketers today that when they're selling their product, they somehow feel compelled, or they have this need to oversell and oversell and oversell, and they spend 20 minutes saying something they could have said in 5 or 10, right? And they're just taking the long way of getting to the point, and David Wood and David Sharp do take the long way in the beginning of the presentation. So, you know, maybe it's just a personal thing with me. Sales overkill just really annoys me. But of course, the Empower Network system is working, and they generated over, what, $500,000 in sales in the first 10 days. So probably just ignore that comment. So now, and what I don't like about the system also is the way they keep referring to the fact that you get 100% commissions, but then seem to ignore the fact that you're passing up every second, fourth, and sixth. And that's not really 100%. It's actually more like 50% on your first 5, or on the first 6 actually, and then about 80% after that. I guess the theory is on every commission you're actually receiving, you're getting 100%. So, and on the flip side, you do receive the benefit of those pass-ups. So even if you do get a lot of people going, the income effect that it's going to generate is going to be huge. So you'll give up a few, you get a lot that float up from you from the bottom of the organization. So it's probably a good wash. Then there's the avoidance. The other thing I don't like is there's kind of the avoidance, the real reason they developed Empower Network, which of course is to make money. Right? The presentation and marketing copy kind of state that it's a giving back kind of thing, but they just want to help people. But come on, guys. If you're on top of this sales structure, I mean, I hate to say the word pyramid sales structure, and you personally sponsored several hundred top online marketers, which you did, there's a shitload of money that you're making with those pass-ups coming from a very large front line of members that you brought in. So I guess I could just coin a little Dave Wood phrase from his NLP type sales structuring, right? And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, David. But let's just be a little bit more transparent here. It's a brilliant idea, and there's nothing wrong with making money. Okay, I got that off my chest. So let me tell you about what I do like. Look, it's a wave effect deal. And whether you approve or not, lots of money is made in them. So you either take a flyer, you surf the wave, or you get your binoculars and watch it recede into the distance, and while you think about all the money you could have made. In reality, I mean, it's ambitious, it's aggressive, it's creative. It's a pretty interesting business model. And I have to say kudos to the two Davids for bringing it off. I mean, in the end, I can't tell you whether or not this deal has legs. I can't tell you how long it's going to last. But wave effect deals have a way of becoming viral. And I'm sure that there's going to be some pretty huge money made with Empower Network, even in the short run. Now, keep in mind that income potential aside, there actually is a real product here. So if you're having trouble making the buy decision just based on, can I make a ton of money if I invest $625 to buy all these levels, maybe take a look at it from the side of the tools that you get and decide if what you're actually buying is worth the money. In the end, that's kind of the reason that it was a no-brainer for me. I mean, yes, I'm on that wave also, so I did get involved in it, but it was because I have a kind of a feeling that there's quite a bit of money that's going to be made with this product system. And at a minimum, I was more than willing to pay $625 to get my hands on the 10 hours worth of David Wood's Costa Rica training intensive. I'd like to see exactly what he did in that training. Guy's sharp, right? I know David personally, and my more competitive nature aside, he's good. So I was more than happy to pay the $500 or $600 that it took to lay my hand on some of his training material. Now keep in mind that the most successful online business model is to develop multiple streams of income. So even if you're really excited about this and join, I wouldn't drop your other business and marketing efforts such as your primary MLM to focus all your attention here. I think that would be a mistake. Focus on Empower Network for what it actually is. It's a really great affiliate income stream that could make you a lot of money. One final note here. If you've never been successful generating leads online before, Empower Network is not the magic solution for you. It's simply a product with a lot more sex appeal than most others, and that makes it easier to sell. But it's not going to help you generate leads magically from day one. You're going to have to get in there and do a bunch of blogging and learn some of the tools and strategies to actually do it, right? Now, you may actually, rather than go through the longer learning curve for online marketing, you may want to use some online marketing strategies like pay-per-click advertising that are simpler to master, right? Or banner advertising. I train my people in my team in those two approaches all the time. And use my lead systems like My Lead System Pro to generate lead traffic for that. Or you may want to use some strategies that don't require as much technological build up as true online marketing. Use stuff like voice broadcasting, right? I've used voice broadcasting for years and years, and it's a very, very, very successful way to generate leads online, especially for the MLM industry. So, and really, I think your ideal prospect for this is to actually target people that are in the MLM industry, since it can provide them with much quicker cash flow than probably the standard MLM they're building. So, and you may get some people that just totally switch business models entirely. There are a lot of good strategies, right? And I've used many of them for years to drive big traffic. You just need a little bit of coaching on how to implement them. So before I started online marketing, I was actually using voice broadcasting to probably sponsor well over 10 reps a month. So all you need is an understanding of how it works. You need some specialized scripts because most people don't do it very well, right? And just some tips and some strategies. So once again, I hope this has been useful information for you. And take a look at the Empower Network. It's a pretty interesting business model, to say the least. And I hope this has been useful information for you. It's Mark Baird in Denver, Colorado. Make it a good one.